Hello, hello, hello everyone. Welcome back to another video. Alright, let's check it out what we got for you right now. Um Excuse the white cap in there before I start this video. The reason I'm doing this is because the base of this car is crooked. It's crooked sideways. And I do not like to make a video all the way with a crooked car. Like, it doesn't blend with my... It bothers my eye. It doesn't look good to me on my video. I have done it in the past, and I kind of regret it. But now I'm trying to make it more professional, can I say? Even though the white cap is really bothering my eye, regardless, I still had to make it a point. But I wanted to make sure it's still kind of like the car level straight, like in the camera, not leaning to the side. Going back to what we got in front of us, maybe for a lot of you, this car is very unknown, and I don't blame you because it's not sold everywhere in the world. This is a most likely only like a Latin American car. And what I say by that, because this car was produced in Brazil. To go no further, let me explain to you what we got in front of us. We have a 143 scale 2012 Chevrolet Prisma. Now, if we know a little bit more about Chevrolet, they have a big influence in, especially in the South American market. A lot of these South American markets, they really fond of Chevrolet. Brazil is the main mother goose when it comes to Chevrolet in South America, and they built a lot of the Chevrolets. Most of their, I would say about half of them are cars that are only sold in South America, not even sold in North America where Chevrolet is from, which is USA. Nope. Starting with this model right here, perfect example. This model was never sold in USA, even though Chevrolet is an American brand, because it's built for the, I will say, the third, they kind of call them like the third world countries. Even though to me this is a very modern look, I'm sure a lot of countries that are from the first world would have loved to have them in their streets. I would have loved to see them. This car would have perfectly have fit in the American market as a, like the Chevrolet Sonic, more or less is about the same size, and it's very modern. It's very attractive, especially for back in 2012. You have to remember that we're talking about a car that it's already 11 years old, and it looks quite attractive for an 11-year-old car. And I've seen a few of them in person as I traveled, and this model looks exactly like it. As we know, this is a Brazilian collection. If you're not familiar with this collection, it's from the Agostini. It pulls out all these models that were built in Brazil. Some of them were exported to other countries, but Brazil's the built location. And this is one of the collections. And I find it, like I said, I love it. I love that they make models that are not really known worldwide, only certain parts of the world, and we still get to see them. And I love that because it brings, believe it or not, a lot of people get to see these models when you have them as a diecast, because some people probably will never travel to South America. Even you should, because it's beautiful, or other parts of the world, and that may have sold this model. So this is probably the only way you will get to see them, at least the shape or form of how it looked in real life. And this is a perfect example. This model looks exactly how they looked in real life. I've seen them, like I said to you before. Is you can notice it has Brazilian license plate if you're familiar with them. Now, quality wise, it's not the greatest because they were quite cheap. It was a quite cheap collection. I mean, cheap in price. These cards do not go higher than probably the right vendor, probably $15, probably 20 max. but you shouldn't be paying more than $20 for them. They're not the most expensive, and quality wise, they are out of the 10, I will probably say a 7. The For some reason, the plastic parts for them were not good, and this is not the first one I see that. They're kind of foggy, but they all like that. It's not this one, and this is a new model. I literally opened it up myself, but there's still the plastic. It looks like it's been touched before or scratched before. So, but I notice again. I notice it's not the first one. If you got this collections, you probably know what I'm talking about. But going back to the car, when I'm gonna let you guys look around a little bit, I'm gonna let it go around a few times, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. So just to give you brief information, some of you may not know, there were very basic engines: 1.0, 1.4, four cylinders on all of them. Basic engines, kind of the engines that are not expensive to produce, and there were cars for the everyday driver like you and I, most of us. But and by the way, this was, they used to call them like the sedan of the quite more popular Chevrolet Celta, which was a hatchback, which I have I have it also. I'll show it in a future video. But it was not quite the same in the front, or well, the rear will be different because there will be a hatchback, the other one. But they used to call them like like the sedan of the Chevrolet Celta. Alright, guys, don't forget to give me that beautiful, nice thumbs up, which I always appreciate. Don't forget to comment and let me know your what you think about the car, if you ever drove these, if you like them, whatever you want to share with me. I would love to read it. And also, do not forget to click and subscribe and click the bell next to the subscribe button. It will remind you when I'm posting more videos. Take care of yourselves more than ever, and goodbye.